Hey guys, Nick Biddle here. Hope you're doing well. I jump on an airplane tomorrow to go to Evansville, Indiana. Technically, I'm flying into where am I flying? Salt Lake? No, St. Louis. I'm flying into St. Louis, Missouri. I'm driving down to Evansville, Indiana, to do a day of work out there with some foremen, and then I'm gonna drive to Louisville, Arkansas, and do a day of work out there, and then we'll end up going up into Cincinnati, and then coming home on Saturday. My lovely bride Tarina is traveling with me. She doesn't always travel with me, and let me tell you, I have found that in my old age I have grown into a rut. There's just a certain way I like to do things, and she's screwing that up. But it's gonna be fun. The kids are at a camp this week, and so she's at home, and I said, just jump on the airplane with me and let's go do some work. But this month we're going through a series around famous failures, and I wanna talk to you about a little company that we know as Apple. Now, if you look at the reports and if you look at the numbers, man, Apple it's one of the biggest companies in the world, especially in the field that it's in. But in 1987, it created a handheld device that used a stylus, that little pen. It was a handheld computer, one of the first of its kind. It was called the Newton. Now, the Newton was kind of big. It was kind of clumsy. It was supposed to detect your handwriting. It wasn't very good at that. Everybody would lose the stylus. The stylus didn't always work. They started developing this in 1987. They sold the first one in 93, and by 97, they killed the whole thing. It was a pretty significant failure. No one really liked it. Some people in the medical industry used them, but that was about it. And it would have been easy for Apple to say, well, God, the handheld computer is a waste of time. Let's go a different direction. But they didn't. They got a lot of feedback on the Newton. The feedback wasn't very pretty. It wasn't very fun to listen to. But it led Apple to create the iPhone and the iPad. And they got rid of the stylus because everybody's got one in their pocket, their finger. And it was revolutionary. And in 2018, I did some research. In 2018, Apple sold over $100 billion worth of iPads and iPhones. Just iPads and iPhones. That doesn't count their laptops and desktops and their software and all that other stuff. And it all came as a result of the criticism they received from the Newton. So my question for you is twofold. One, are you willing to invest the time that it takes to become the success you want to be? It took them 30 years to get to where they are today from the Newton. And if you're building a career, if you're becoming a leader, if you've been a leader, there's no quick fix. There's no shortcut to real success in this business. So are you willing to invest the time? And the second, and maybe the most important, are you willing to accept the criticism and the feedback necessary? If Apple wouldn't have been willing to sit down and listen to the critics, chew them up one side and down the other about how stupid their product was, they would have never created the iPad or the iPhone. Are you willing to sit down and listen to your boss and listen to your team tell you where you can improve? It may not always be fun, but it can have a tremendous impact on where this career in life takes you. Guys, that's it for this week. Until next time, take care.